math, which is called the Ramsey Theory, but I will explain it in very simple terms. So the story begins in Hungary when a famous Hungarian doctor studied groups of kids, and he saw that in every group of like 18 or 20 kids, there are always at least 4 kids where each of them either friends or strangers. That means that you have a group of 4 kids where every 2 of them are friends or every 2 of them are strangers. And he thought that it's probably not such logical fact, but fact in math. So he addressed the most famous mathematician of that time, and also one of the most famous of the 20th century, Paul Erdős. And he told him, yes, it's a theory that is called the Ramsey Theory, and which is basically that in every chaos, in every big chaotic structure, there is some order. And now I will prove you a simple fact that you can prove it in 1 minute, as you will see, that in every group of 6 persons in the world, there is either 3 that are mutually friends or 3 that are mutually strangers. No matter what group it is. Of course, if you take a random group in the world, most probably it will have 3 strangers. So what's the proof? So let's put here all the 6 people. So okay.
Only the red.
Only the red.
Okay. So here is person number 1, and here put the rest 5. So we have 6 people here. Now let's look on the relationship of him towards the other 5. So as there are 5 people here, there are at least 3 who are his friends, or at least 3 who are stranger to him, because otherwise you don't sum up to 5. It's called the pigeonhole principle. So let's assume that he has 3 friends here, because the other case is symmetric and it doesn't matter who are the friends. For example, him, and him. So he again, he either has 3 friends or 3 strangers, at least. Yes, because if he has at most 2 friends and at most 2 strangers, you have only sum of 4 people, but you have 5 here. Now, let's now look on those 3 people. If any pair of them are friends, then we close a triangle. Yeah? So if they are friends, then we have a triangle where every 3 are friends. If they are friends, we have a triangle that every 2 are friends. And if they are friends, that again, we have a triangle where this, and this are friends. So the only case left is that all 3 of them are strangers. But if all 3 of them are strangers, then we have a triangle which is black. So at least one of the cases will be true. Now, if you have a group of 5 persons, it's easy to see. I will show it that there you can have a friendship relationship in a group of 5 people where there will be no 3 which are mutually friends and or 3 that mutual strangers. Now we know the answer for 4 people. So what is the minimum amount of people that you need to have in order to have a set of 4 where every 2 will be friends or every 2 will be strangers? It's 18. But strangely enough, we don't know the answer for 5, which is a very small number. It's very difficult to compute by brute force. And we know that the answer is between 43 and 49. Actually, this year, it was improved to 48. And I will finish with a